Good morning and happy Monday. My name is Michaela Taylor and I am a member of Supreme Communications Consultancy. Our team is happy to be here today and happy to have the opportunity to talk with Enrollment Services. We too are proud members of the West Georgia community, and our goal is to help you improve and increase your communications with students just like us. During this presentation, we'll be laying out the framework for what we believe will allow you to be successful. During our time with you, we will be giving you some information regarding our company, what we believe your statement of need is, how to improve and increase your internal and external communication, along with our recommendations. If you will please welcome Ms. Henna Narang. She will be telling you who we are at Supreme Communications Consultancy and how we got our start as a successful communications organization.
As my colleague already said, my name is Hannah Narang, and I'm going to talk about the company background and values. Supreme Communication Consultancy has been in business for 5 years now, and our goal is to streamline organizations' communications in a caring and effective manner. We want to bridge the gap in the use of technology and communications to make it more mainstream so our clients stay relevant to the times. SCC has a team of top individuals who excel in their fields that help our customers to receive the best service they can find. Our motto is customer satisfaction comes first. We strive to show improvement in our clients' communications within just 4 weeks. At Supreme Communication Consultancy, we seek to be the most honest and truthful company that we can be to obtain loyal customers that are lifelong as well as friends of the company. We treat all customers with care and respect just like a family. We also strive to stay true to what the company stands for. Our mission is to bring our customers to the new modern world of communications. And our vision is to have a lasting relationship with our customers that will grow as the world of communication changes. In conclusion, SEC strives to keep our clients satisfied with the service and create a lasting community. Here now is Dustin King. He's been with part of the team from the beginning, and he will talk about why SEC can help your department improve your communications.
Thank you for that introduction, Hannah. Enrollment Services is one of the most important departments at any college. This department is the first stop for answering questions about registration, financial aid, and student billing. Being so important means that Enrollment Services needs to have the most streamlined services possible. Top of the line communication is important for any organization. No matter what it is an organization offers, if they do not have good communication skills, then they are certainly doomed to fail. Studies suggest that poor communication can cause a 17% increase in an employee's turnover and an 18% increase in sick leave. And studies have also shown that improving communication networks within a company will almost certainly increase worker productivity. Take a look at this statistic that claims that improved communication and collaboration through social technologies can raise the productivity of interaction workers up to 25%. Now, improvement in one sense means to make something better, but in another sense, it can also mean to change the way things are done. One statistic states that 41% of people in the age range of 20 and 30 prefer to communicate digitally as opposed to in person, and many believe that this number is on the rise. This is the most difficult challenge that most organizations face. Knowing when and how to change one's platform in order to stay relevant in an ever-changing world is very difficult and tedious, and Supreme Communication Consultancy can help you with this transition. Now to talk in depth about the department's internal and external communication, I'm going to pass the baton over to Zach, who has been a trusted communication consultant for over a decade now.
Hey guys, I am Zach Brumbelow, and I'll be talking about the internal and external communications used by the Enrollment Services Department. The internal communication services that they use are actually pretty well. They do face-to-face communication, telephone communication through phone calls and text messages, and they also do emails to each other, and that's just within the department. And that works pretty well for them. There are no changes really to be made with that, so that's pretty good. Next, I'm going to talk about the external communications, which is where the department seems to struggle a bit. And they struggle because they have no way of getting mass media out and letting people know when things need to be done and things like that. So we decided that on top of their current use, like their current forms of communicating, it would such as email, phone calls, and mass text messages, that they should also make social media accounts, which would greatly help them because other departments could also help like get the word out in things like on Twitter, such as retweets. So that would be the change that we would make, is getting this department a social media profile. And thanks, guys.
Hello, my name is Linzetta Doremus, and I am with Supreme Communications Consultancy. Today I will be going over recommendations for enrollment services here at the University of West Georgia. Our first recommendation would be to get more involved on campus. You can get more involved on campus by hosting scholarship fairs, collaborating with clubs, and hosting tabling events on the Grassy Triangle. Our second recommendation would be to get more involved on social media. Social media is now one of the major ways to stay connected with students on campus, so it's extremely important to have a social media on each platform, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. And you can be more active by doing giveaways, answering questions with direct links to other web pages, and posting updates frequently on the page. Lastly is to promote. You can promote with flyers and posters, and you can promote by hosting those events that we talked about and by posting flyers and updates on your social media pages. All of these recommendations will help boost the image because you'll be able to create the image that everyone is seeing on the social media platform, and people will most likely be viewing this department as helpful and available to them. You will also be increasing the student involvement because students would be able to be more active on the social media sites and at the events because they'll be able to directly talk to you and get more information about this department.
In conclusion, our goal is to help you increase your communications both internally and externally, as enrollment services is one of the most important departments on any campus. Increase and improve your presence on all social media platforms so you can be better connected with students and staff and to gain a higher following and sense of community. Increase the size of staff during high volume times of the year. to make sure Enrollment Services is well equipped for the amount of engagement you will receive. Supreme Communications Consultancy selected the Enrollment Services Center for a reason. We know how much you offer the campus and the good and help you can provide students. However, the students have to be aware of your presence to seek it. As students at the University of West Georgia, we believe that we understand what your department needs and will pave the way to success. As always, go West, go Wolves. Are there any questions?
How can your recommendation of holding a gathering at the Grassy Triangle help increase our student involvement for future growth?
That's a great question. I believe by holding a gathering at the Grassy Triangle will help the department inform the students in a relaxed environment and show that the department really cares. Especially if there's food involved, students will want to be part of the gathering.
Tell me again how the social media recommendation will improve our department's image.
That's a great question. The social media recommendation will improve your company's organizational image mainly because social media is very important now. As you can see, major companies such as McDonald's all the way to Walmart have social media to communicate with their customers. So your department needs some sort of social media to interact with its students. So by having a social media on each platform, we'll be able to do that. So we can start by getting an Instagram and a Twitter because those are the main social medias for this university. And by having these social medias, we'll be able to communicate with the students efficiently by posting updates by posting flyers about events and other things that are going on with this department. And by posting this stuff or these advertisements for this department, students will have the image in their heads that we're reliable, that we'll be there for them, and that we're helpful and can help them throughout the years that they attend West Georgia.
Why should we trust your recommendations to improve our department now and into the future?
Supreme Communications Consultancy is a student-led firm. Along with being a student-led firm, we are students from the University of West Georgia. We personally know what we want to see and what other students want to see from the Department of Enrollment Services. We have taken all of this into account when researching and creating your communications plan. The recommendations we have compiled support what we have learned and the information we have gathered. If you select us, you will watch your engagement and satisfaction rates increase as students learn more about what Enrollment Services has to offer.
What risks are involved if we use your recommendations? Thank you for asking this question. It is a little worrisome to have a radical change within an organization, and the biggest risk involved with this is pushback to this change because people tend to become comfortable with repetition. It can be sometimes hard to break habits, especially after one has done them for an extended amount of time. A bigger risk than this that I see, however, is not changing at all and becoming obsolete. This will not be good for the department and it will not be good for your customers either.